Can't make this crap up, can you guys? What is this? Both of them in less than, well, it was a week before last, I guess. The other one snapped. I mean, that just sheared completely off. All I was doing making a turn, so. I called the last one when it rains, it pours. I mean, oh God. Here we go. Hey guys, Nick with P&H Lawn Care, solo operation here in East Tennessee. If you're new to the channel and if you're a returning subscriber, thanks guys, welcome back. Holy crap. Guys, I tell you all the time, I do this channel for you guys thinking about going into lawn care. Those of you that's been in the business for a year or 2 years, I try and bring you helpful tips and stuff like that. Okay, so in the past 3 weeks, 2.5 weeks, we've had almost 7 full days of rain. Yeah, that's about right. We'll call it 5 or 6. So anyway, sorry about that. We'll call it between 5 and 7 days worth of rain. That's the second one of those yoke. I found out it's called a yoke. We call it a spindle or whatever, but the part number or the part name, whenever you look it up, it's called a yoke. So I broke the left-hand side, I guess week before last, and this one I was just making a turn. Wasn't on a hill, wasn't nothing, and it just, as you can see. So to all you guys out there that are getting into the business, thinking about getting into the business, this is your first year, second year, whatever, you're going to have pitfalls. Some years are worse than others. Last year I didn't spend hardly any money. I call it going out expenses, gas, maintenance, blah blah blah, all that stuff. My CPA actually just contacted me yesterday or day before and told me my taxes is ready, and what I spent last year was barely a fraction of what I made. So this year, on the other hand, if you follow my channel at all, the expenses have been a lot more, considerably more. So just reaching out to y'all and letting you know that you're gonna have good years, you're gonna have bad years. The weather this year could not have been better. We've had tons of rain, tons of sunshine. The grass, here it is October 9th, and the grass is still growing. Most of my yards are still weekly. I'd say 80% of my yards are still needing weekly mowings. So that's a blessing. But on the breakdowns, it has been considerably more. So the yin and the yang of it. Now, if you follow my channel and you've been watching the videos, whenever the last time this yoke broke, I ran it over to my dealer, Cox Tractors, y'all know, over on Highway 93 or John B. Dennis if you're a local, and they had me in now there in less than 2 hours, which is incredible. So let's just follow along and see what happens. See how, if they're able to do that again this time. I think I just lucked out last time and they weren't that busy, but as far as the lawnmower shop goes, so we'll see what's going on. But yeah, guys, I just want to let you know, there's not these people that paint a rosy picture of you're just going to make $3,000 a week in lawn care and it's butter. All you got to do is show up and cut that grass, get that cash. I like him, so I'm not cutting on him, but he brings the downfalls of it too. Here you go. So let's get the video going. I've rambled on too long, mainly out of frustration. So okay, let's go.
Here we go. Where we going? Ain't Scott this time, buddy.
I'm trying to get that hat you got on in this video. All right, so let's see, about an hour, give or take, but right around an hour, they got me in and out. So let's take a look at the rest of it. I'll go ahead and tell you, whenever you're solo and you're doing your own, yes, do your own maintenance, blah, blah, blah. But if they've already got it on the rack, I can ask them to go ahead and do it while they've on it. It saves me time. So yeah, I'm having to pay them to do the maintenance on it, but it's saving me time later from doing it. And then what y'all saw on yesterday's video from happening. But so I went ahead and had them grease everything. They fixed the grass flap cable that had broke, and I got an oil change on it. So let's see, replaced the yoke, replaced grass flap cable, changed the engine oil and filter, and greased, blah, 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 blah. $334.50. What's the old saying? You got to pay to play. You're going to spend some money if you're in this business, but it seems like this year I've spent a lot of damn money. But anyway, let's go put it to use, all right? Bad things are going to happen. Guys, if you're in this business long enough, there's going to be rainy weeks. There's going to be breakdowns. There's going to be all that. You're going to get behind. You're not going to stay caught up all the time. You're going to lose customers. You're going to gain customers. All this is going to happen. I think by now y'all are getting the point of how important it is to have a good dealer. I mean, that's twice this has happened in less than 3 weeks, and both times they got me in and out like that, which is key in our business. So that's very important. But to keep everybody pacified, now you're not going to pacify everybody all the time. You're not going to pacify all of them, period. It's just not going to happen. But to stay ahead of the game and do your best, communicate. So what I'm going to do this evening, whenever I get done mowing, I'm going to go through it, go through my list, and I'm going to send out text messages. And what I'm going to say to each one of them and all that, hey, you know, stuff happens, blah, blah, blah. However I'm going to word it, but I know how I'm going to word it. But if you communicate with your customers and let them know what is going on, instead of stuff like that happens and you just not show up, most people, like I said, you're not going to please all of them, but most people are going to be understanding and bend with you. Okay, he's hit a rough patch, he'll be here, and they won't freak out. That goes a long way. Just sending a text, keeping them in the loop, letting them know that you're trying, you'll be there. This is an approximate time of when you'll be there, and that goes a long way. But guys, for y'all new in the business, you're going to have good years to where nothing happens. You're just making that money and all you got to do is pay taxes. You're going to have bad years, bad weeks where it's a drought all year, or it rains all year, or stuff continues to break down. It's always going to be something. For those out there that are painting a rosy picture, they're just not telling you everything, and that's why I'm here. All right, so we made it through that. I am behind. It has been raining. I have had breakdowns, but I want to keep going, and I'm going to send out those texts and make sure everybody knows what's going on. I actually just texted one of my customers before I got on here and let him know. I told him I would be there today. I sent him a picture of the thumbnail, and he's like, "Oh, that don't look good." And I said, "No, but I will be there tomorrow." And he's like, "All right, just give me a call before you come. I need to talk to you about something before you mow." It's that easy. So, all right, guys, as usual, hope you liked the video. If you did, hit the thumbs up. I'd love it even more if you'd subscribe, and I'm gonna mow a few more before the sun goes down. And whew, ain't that crazy? I mean, that's just, I've never had that happen, and here it is twice in 3 weeks. But anyway, I'll catch you guys on the next one. All right, have a good one, and thanks for all the well wishes on the truck and trailer sliding back. Nick, I'm just glad you're okay and all that. Thank you guys. Y'all have no idea how much. I know I'm rambling again. I told my wife that last night, I said, I may not have the most supporters, but I have some of the most loyal and supportive viewers of anybody, and I really do appreciate that from you guys. I'll catch y'all later. All right.